Hi friends. Yeah, today's episode, like the last episode, will be a short one. Today we are going to make changes into the sidebar. So right now, if you look at the navigation bar on the left side, uh, whenever a mouse hovers on top of an icon, that icon expands into a financial history, or in this case, this icon is saying financial history. And then when I go just below, it goes back to its original size of that icon. And then if I go a little bit more down, it goes to the next icon and expands again to display the name of that icon. Like that, if I scroll, it goes up and down. This behavior, I am not satisfied with that behavior, and that is also part of the one of the feature request sent by one of the users to make the sidebar animation more better, um, or sidebar animation better. Now, one idea I can think of fixing that is making the sidebar expand on all the time, or also I would want to remove spaces and let first see the reaction to that, and then after that see what we can do about it. So right now I do not want any spaces between the icons on the UI. Let's try and see how I can fix that. So for that, I will go to the application, and I will go to our sidebar layout, and within sidebar layout I have all the navigation links. So I have all the icons over here, right? So for example, this icon, I will have the nav items, and then what I would say here is I would use not ChatGPT, but I'll try to use Copilot here, and I would write in internally. I would write remove spaces between nav links. I'll let Copilot know about that. Now Copilot has made a change which I do not feel I should accept it, because this removes all the other logic that we have within our application. So let me close this and let me ask ChatGPT in this. I think Copilot wouldn't be a best idea for us to ask this question. So we can take this sidebar logic, paste it, and then we would say remove spaces between navigation links. This is the first change we would like to make for this application. So we have a gap as 20 pixel. We would want to reduce it to 0 pixel. So that is what ChatGPT is telling us right now. So let's check that out. Do we have a gap? The here it says gap is equal to 20 pixels. Let's change it to 0 pixels. So I've reduced it to 0 pixels, and now this change I'll try to commit it. Reduced let's see if this gives us the change, and we'll check our deployment. Yeah, and I think deployment is done. Now we can check the application, and let me refresh. Yeah, all my links are now together, and as you can see here, they are they are now. I don't see that. I see all of them navigating. I don't see it going in and out. I can see all of them going one after another. One thing I would want is for them to be center aligned. So maybe given that, let me check the code, and align item center is given on that. So let me ask ChatGPT if there's anything else I can do over here. So over here I can say, after expansion, I want all nav links to be center aligned. So here ChatGPT says justify content center consistently. Use okay. Flex directional column. So please provide updated sidebar layout.tsx. So ChatGPT has created a sidebar layout with the made changes that we have. We'll let it fill up. It usually takes a bit of time for it to fill up. So let's copy and let's see if that helps us. In this, now we see a change. So let's look at the sidebar layout. So it has put all the icons on one line. Okay, that is acceptable. Now in this, it has not put any size on any of the icons as of now. So this one is okay. It has removed the gap of 0 pixels, and it has made the margin bottom as 16. It has moved in the savings icon in that span on the same line. Then it has made a flex direction column 100%, and it has justify content center and padding of 0 added to it, and then font size it has aligned to block, and then expanded index idx display becomes block instead of none, and text align is equal to center, and that div gets closed, and we have flex direction added here to column and text align added here to center. Okay, I feel this change is good enough. Let's see what effect it has. Let's commit and sync, and let's go to the deployment. It's building. 25 seconds, we are good. Now let's refresh, and we saw the icon sizes again back to good shape. Now we have about, feedback, there is a small time when these icons are not selected. As soon as it gets selected, the but if I go faster, it won't create any problem. So for this one, flight only on 26, I would want it to, oh, I think this gap, let's try to reduce this gap and see if we are able to see reduce. We are able to get that behavior properly for the div style. Okay. Okay, it looks good overall. Only time when I go slow about it, that's when it resets. So I think that did not work. Let's try bringing that gap back and removing the gap at the top. Okay, we'll refresh. Looks like that solves the problem there. And let me bring back the icons. This does solve that problem. The sidebar stays big. The icons have a icon as well as a text, and then you don't see any problem otherwise. So I think this is a good idea. This kind of looks good. The sidebar now looks good. It doesn't shake all the way, doesn't move left and right or expands on contracts, and I'm able to navigate through all or most of those fields without any problem. After clicking, it shrinks back, but then after clicking that icon, it looks good otherwise. So yeah, I think that's good behavior as of now, and We can go to this feature request and we can mark it as delete. Yeah, we can mark this feature request delete. Okay, I think this takes care for this video. We can go for the next video. I don't know if loading or submitting alerts are needed. I think we addressed that in the last tutorial or last walkthrough that we did. So let's read this first. Form submission, if it is not form UI, okay, it's the same one, so we can delete this one and delete. Now in this section we have, yeah, next we'll go for the add visualization. That's one feature that we will work on for next time. Till that time, thank you so much. Save more, spend less, and live a rich life. Thank you. Bye bye.